Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pampered Pages, and welcome to another weekend reading vlog. My weekend is starting off nice and early. It's exactly 6:40. I am having myself a little cozy breakfast in bed with my current read. More to come here in a little bit once I'm more awake in regards to my reading goals, but for now I am going to enjoy my breakfast, have myself a nice warm cup of coffee. The vibe for this weekend reading vlog is cozy home reading. I love it. All I want to do this weekend is stay home, get as much reading done as possible, maybe watch some shows, do some self-care, mostly read. We'll see. So according to my calendar, we are a little over a month away from the official first date of fall. I'm already relishing in fall vibes. I'm still enjoying summer, but I'm dappling with some fallness. In terms of reading, I still have 2 books remaining on my summer TBR. The first you already saw, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and then last but not least, I have The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. So this weekend, I have set 3 goals for myself. The first is to read 100 pages of The Cruel Prince. I'm almost halfway there with that one. And then also read 100 pages of The Duke and I. After reading 100 pages in each, then I want to sit down and give some of my first impressions, spoiler-free. For now, I'm going to jump back into The Cruel Prince, hopefully reach my reading goal with The Cruel Prince today, and then I'm planning on starting The Duke and I tomorrow. That's what I'm feeling. We'll see how everything pans out. Wherever the cozy vibes take me, that is where I'll be this weekend. Little update before my evening commences. I am on page 56, and I have decided that tonight I want to read up to chapter 12. That'll put me on page 105. I didn't want to stop on just page 100. I wanted to finish out whatever chapter I would be in. So chapter 12 it is. I'm going to continue to read, then eat, then have myself a little sweet treat, then read some more, and then later this evening I think I am going to start the first part of season 4 of Emily in Paris. That came out this week, and I have been very excited to watch that. So I think that will be my agenda. One more thing before I officially jump back in. Here is the map that I have been referencing quite a bit. I love the attention to detail and the illustration style, especially now that I'm getting more and more into the story and Jude mentions more and more activities or places. I found myself really observing and analyzing this map. Currently I am at this part, and now I very much want to ride a ragwort steed. It's sweet treat o'clock. If you watched my Magnolia Parks reading vlog, I talked about this. This is my latest love from Trader Joe's. It is the Celebration Cake Gelato. So good. Look at that. Delicious. The perfect reading treat. Do you smell my ice cream? Do you want a treat? I'll get you something, buddy. I'm ending today where I started today, in bed. Big surprise there. However, I am quite a bit further along in The Cruel Prince than I was this morning. I have about 20 pages to go until I reach my reading goal for this vlog. I am very excited to share my first impressions. I'm also excited to begin season 4 of Emily in Paris tonight. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm going to watch. I know 5 have been released. We'll see. It has been a very relaxing day. I am looking forward to tomorrow and beginning The Duke and I. It's going to be quite a shift from The Cruel Prince, but hopefully I'm able to add another fun story to the mix.
Good morning, buddy. Happy Sunday and welcome to book 2.
I fully anticipated reaching my reading goal for The Duke and I at some point later this evening, but here I am, all before noon, several pages past my reading goal. For The Cruel Prince, I ended up stopping at chapter 12, as you saw, and then with The Duke and I ended up stopping at chapter 6, and I feel like for me, those were good stopping points when it comes to developing my first impressions, so let's get into them. Beginning with The Cruel Prince. This story follows 17-year-old Jude, who gets pulled into the world of fairy with her two sisters after her parents are murdered when she was 7. The plot takes off, and you quickly begin to learn more about Jude and this new world from a first-person perspective. I am really enjoying the world building, specifically how fairy and the human world coexist. There is a contemporary feelingness that nicely juxtaposes with fairy and its magical inhabitants. Equally, I've already grown quite fond of Jude and her ambitiousness. She draws upon the words of others a lot, so it will be interesting to see how she continues to develop as a character. Keeping on the trend of characters, I feel like there are secrets at play with certain individuals, and I am very much intrigued by these unknowns. My attention is very much gripped. Moving on to The Duke and I. To preface, I am reading these books after I have watched the show, and it has been years since I have seen the first season of Bridgerton. However, I feel like I've retained the gist. So far, the story has been easy to follow. The prologues in both The Cruel Prince and The Duke and I were quite emotional and dealt with the death of a parent/parents. Regarding The Duke and I, you also receive Simon's backstory and then jump into present day, well, 1813, with our dearest Lady Whistledown and the Bridgertons, specifically Daphne. This is a third-person omniscient POV, and I have been enjoying the dialogue between the Bridgerton siblings / learning about their family dynamic. I definitely look forward to seeing or continuing to see how the characters in the book compare and contrast with the characters in the show. Now, the real question of the vlog: do I continue along in The Cruel Prince or The Duke and I? Both are first books, and currently I don't see myself immediately jumping in to The Wicked King or The Viscount Who Loved Me, but I might. I think I am going to go with The Cruel Prince first and then finish up with The Duke and I. I just feel like I'm at a point where I'm remembering all of the characters and the world building is starting to click, and I really just don't want to lose that momentum. I'm excited. The day is still very young, and the cozy home reading vibes are very much wanting to be felt. I recently perfected my chia seed pudding recipe, so I may meal prep some of that, have some gelato at some point, continue watching Emily in Paris. What else? Maybe take a nap, give myself another massage. The world is my the world is my oyster, and then eventually I will jump back in to The Cruel Prince at some point today. What a day. Well, I would love to hear about what you are currently reading. You guys know what I will be continuing to read this weekend. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you soonish. Bye!